Yes, indeed, a beautiful day in the world of sports. Ladies and gentlemen, well, we can say good news, good tidings for Nigerians all over the world as well. Someone look at me funny right now. What is so good about the tidings? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Over 9 Impact 102.1 FM, where we serve you exciting sports stories in the world of sports. And today will not be any different. We're going to be taking around what is happening in the world of sports. And ladies and gentlemen, good news. When I say good news, you should be happy about that one. We're going to take around what is happening in the world of basketball as well as football. And talking about football, we have, some interesting stories to bring to you in regards to football as regards the qualification for, of course, the AFCON, Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau. Great game today, and guess what? At the end of full time, 90 minutes, 1-0 played. Nigeria versus Guinea-Bissau. We beat them. They beat us at home. We went to beat them at home as well. So 1-1. Do me, I do you. Nobody go vex. Well, Nigerians are not happy about the match result because they felt that we should be beating Guinea-Bissau blue, black, and yellow. Anyways, we're going to bring you that story. What happened in the match today? What could have gone well? Has faith been restored to the Super Eagles? I will leave that out over the next couple of matches. But one thing is sure, Nigerians are still not happy. In fact, I spoke to someone today, they said, they broke my heart last week, so I'm not even talking about them again whatsoever. What they want to do, you go and do it. Anyways, that's not all on sports today. We're going to bring you what is happening live in the world of tennis. Yes, the Miami Open. Guess what? Starboy number one. World number one, Carlos Alcaraz. The name that the men's singles is coming to fear in tennis right now. It's down to the last 16 in the Miami Open. Who did he beat? We'll bring that to you in the course of the show as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't a good day for LeBron James as he came back from injury to smell defeat. Guess what? He's actually recovering from a feet injury and he came to meet defeat. Interesting stuff. All right, we'll bring you the news as, of course, the Lakers were defeated. Of course, as LeBron James, King James, came back from injury to smell defeat. Away from that news, we'll bring you some news in the world of what is happening in the world of boxing. So, of course, we count down to the match between Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. Yes, people have been talking. Joshua is talking. This Saturday is when the fight will happen. April 1st, April Fool's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua is saying he will leave no stone unturned in the show today. That and many more will bring to you in the show right here on Sports Over 9 Impact 102.1 FM. My name is ADT, the Radio OG, and guess what? Today on the show, I am not alone. I've got two wise men when it comes to sports. The young man directly in front of me is making his comeback to the arena like Kante after being away, for a couple of days, due to a hamstring injury. He had to go home for rehabilitation, but now he's back. And the man to my left-hand side is also back in the ring, hoping to do wonders and knock some people out today on the show. Let me start with the guy in front of me. Welcome to the show. His name is Adini Falano. Welcome. How are you doing, my man?
I don't know why you start with me all the time. I know they say ladies first, but I don't look like a lady.
Yeah, in front of me, my bro.
Well, it's nice to be back on the show again. Not hamstring injury because players don't heal quickly from hamstring injury.
No, your case, you have a great recovery time, my bro.
Maybe a bit of stress.
Now I know why Real Madrid wants to sign you.
Well, if Real Madrid want to sign me as a ball boy,
I'm open to.
I'm open to leave anything apart from Nigeria.
Wow. Shit.
I'm hoping to leave
Shots fired.
I'm hoping to leave this country because everything about Nigeria right now, we don't know. We don't feel explain even the football where they give us joy itself. I don't even talk about Nigeria football because it's tiring.
It's really
tiring. But it's nice to be on the show again on this beautiful Monday evening in the city of Lagos.
All right, it's a beautiful Monday evening right here. Of course, the guy on my left, the guy on the left of Jesus made it to heaven. Lucky you're on my right, so I'll say something bad in that regard.
Well, okay, I'm now on your right.
You're on your right. You're my front.
Okay, so I just want to be
you escaped by a millimeter. Well, welcome to the show, Deji. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, Dami. Thank you for having me. And then to our fans out there, it's another beautiful evening to talk sport as usual. So let them just get their favorite beverage, coffee, tea, and whatever it is they take. Might be water as well, and then let's enjoy this one.
All right, let's enjoy this one. Before we go on a break, let me ask you guys quickly, what made it for you over the weekend in terms of sporting action? Please don't say Nigeria. But Nigeria made for everybody, obviously. We do that one.
I don't understand. I mean, God will not allow me to talk about something bad. God will not allow me to talk about something bad.
All right.
Well, I think the France versus Netherlands game.
Yeah, big game.
Yeah, was the highlight of the weekend for me. 3 goals in the first 20 minutes thereabout.
Yes.
I mean, under Luis Van Gaal, Netherlands were unbeaten in over 20
Many games,
you know,
yes.
in 90 minutes, though they lost against Argentina.
You can talk about change of management.
So
it does affect things
his
like that.
first game back, talking about Ronald Koeman, his first game back as the manager of
And we
France.
saw how bad he did in Barcelona as well. So
Exactly, it was whitewashed.
And then
4
he's
goals
missing
to
a couple of
nothing.
players.
It's like Oland's
I'm
own.
not siding him now, but I just feel like we should.
But
just
then again,
cut him
It's
some
like
slack.
Oland's
slack.
own Pesiero.
Yeah, but then again, it feels
But then
nice.
you should credit Ronald Koeman. He's one of these coaches that you just need to put up there. He did well when he was in England.
Yeah.
With which club?
With which club did Ronald Koeman do well? Was at Everton at a point in time.
So you count Ronald Koeman's tenure as Everton as success?
How do you rate a successful team, bro?
If you say Southampton, I can.
You can
still
agree.
say
But when
yes.
he was at Everton,
He did well at Southampton. He did better at Southampton compared to Everton. Come on.
But then Everton, if you were still to be at Everton, they will not be
they
where
would
they
have
are at this
relegated.
point.
They would have relegated. You know
Oh,
they fired
no,
him.
bro.
You know they fired him.
Teams are always firing. Daniel Levy is always
gave him-
firing. Daniel Levy is firing. Chelsea, Roman Abramovich is always firing. Even
They
you guys came
gave
out
him
to say
money.
whenever
He
you
went to go and pack-
see the chairman's chopper, you know the manager is
They
leaving
gave
already.
him money. Went to go and pack all those fraud from Holland.
It does happen. Okay, would you say Eric Ten Hag is also bringing frost to United at this time?
No.
There's always this preference
No.
with coaches. They want to manage
I get
people
your
they
point.
are familiar with.
with. Even a certain Thomas
Take
Tuchel.
a look at the Spanish team now. The new Spain coach now. He dropped 16 outfield players from the normal Spanish squad,
guys,
and
yeah.
he brought players from the under 23s and all of that. And when the pressman asked, he said, "These are the players I am familiar with," because he's always been coaching the Olympic team and all of that.
That is a national team job. It's different from a club
club
job.
So I'm giving you the
How can I
instance,
give you
bro. I'm
money?
giving you the
You
instance,
know that
bro.
pack your family
Because
people from Holland.
obviously we're talking about the Netherlands team now.
Yes,
So I'm
sir.
telling you to let's cut him some slack. It's still his first game back in the dugout.
But
So,
then
yeah,
again, you know it's not a
let's-
good record. I mean, if you are the manager of
It can happen
if
to
you are the
anyone.
manager
It
of
can
a
happen
country-
to anyone.
If you're the manager of the country, you went like.
Jose
30 games
Peseiro
for
lost
the
his
team.
first game as a
No,
coach for Nigeria.
Jose Pesiero
Please don't give me a-
no mention Jose Pesiero at all. It's matter.
As we are flowing now, Holland, we are talking about we are flowing. Please don't bring what will stop. Please, don't let me have issues with you.
All right,
Jose
listen.
Peseiro, no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You will do a better job than Peseiro.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, you can already sense from the conversation in the studio that's going to be a heated conversation right here on Sports Up on Impact 102.1 FM. My name is ADT. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll dive right into the stories that are making the rounds in the world of sports. Stick with us. We'll be back in a jiffy. All right, welcome back to Sports Up on Impact 102.1 FM. Of course, we are bringing you live sporting action from the world of sports. And this evening, let us begin with some really interesting football games. What happened today against Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau? Of course, in Guinea-Bissau, where, of course, Nigeria won 1-0 against the men. Yes, the men of Guinea-Bissau. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing is sure, one thing is happening right now. Nigeria won that game 1-0. A penalty from Moses Simon to clinch that one 1-0. Someone said we could have done more in the 30th minute. We could have scored more goals. However, we came away from that one with a lone goal victory. Well, let me come to the guys in the studio right now, because obviously we won this game, but Nigerians do not seem to be satisfied with what happened, in that game as regards, we feel like the Super Eagles should have done better. I mean, they came home, they won us at home, right there at the MK Abiola Stadium. We went to their own house, we won them as well. Seems like we are 1-1, all things like even. But Nigerians are not happy that it's not even beat us in the first place. It's like Anthony Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua. Like why was they beat in the first place? Let me start with you guys. What looking at the first match on Friday and the second leg, what were the takeaways for you? I mean, what did Nigeria do better in this match?
First, we didn't do anything. Not to talk of doing anything better.
No. You don't sound optimistic, but then you have your flaw.
I mean, I don't know. I think you have a job with the Super Eagles. I'm suspecting you. Somebody, maybe we check your mail.
First, I'm human. Second,
You're Nigerian. Oh, please, we're all Nigerians here. I'm not from Guinea-Bissau, so obviously.
If I have an option.
There's someone after the first leg, someone came out and said, "Oh no, I'm from Dakar. I'm from Senegal now, because Senegal are the team that are ruling the African football."
I won't lie to you. If I have a chance, I will switch. So, but the Super Eagles, they've not really impressed us. When Genetro was the coach of the Super Eagles, games like this you can go to sleep and you probably won't see the game. After the game you probably like, hey, what did Nigeria beat this team? But these days you can't say that. I mean,
might just be like 2-1,
2-1, 3-0. You know very well that the opponent will not play us.
Yes,
they won't play us. You can't tell me that Guinea-Bissau did not play us over the 2 legs. You can't tell me that.
No, just the first leg. I saw both games.
There were moments in today's game, even though I didn't see the first half. If not for ADT that called me, I probably wouldn't. I've even forgotten that Nigeria had a game.
Then you should go watch the second half. Yeah.
Nigeria could not string 3-4
passes
together.
And that's from the midfield.
That was what happened in the last game against Guinea-Bissau. That was what happened in the last 3 games that we played before we played against Guinea-Bissau, and we lost those 3 games. I mean, with the talent that we have, we should be playing better than what we are playing. Genetro was able to cook with Johnny Gallo and the rest. I mean, then you have one of the most informed strikers in the world right now,
and he looks like a jellyfish on the field of play.
Exactly.
He played nothing in the 2 legs.
It was like
just get the ball. Caught offside. It's just been caught offside.
No, it is because everybody just want to find him. They can't make 1, 2, 3 passes together. Move the ball. Find your nearest players. No. It's a shame on us that our best player, not disrespect to Bright Samuel Osai, who is the right back, but it's a shame over the 180 minutes that we played against Guinea-Bissau that Bright was our best player. It's a shame. It's a shame on the coach. It's a shame on the player. A defender can be a man of the match. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria's case, it's very, very obvious that nobody is playing.
And then I think it's going to be giving Olaina a very, very tough time. My take on this, on the 2 leg, is just that 1, I feel like US Pesero is yet to know his players, and then 2, there need to be competition in some positions in the field of play. Like Samuel Chukwueze needs someone who is going to give him a run. Excuse me, please.
Okay.
Samuel Chukwueze needs someone who is going to give him a run, and then the likes of Moses Simon, they need to be checked. Because I literally did not see what Mr. Simon was doing. There's no
that one is a no
there's no
cutback,
there's no cross or anything. And then for Alex Iwobi, I feel like he's not a central midfielder.
And they played in central midfielder
position today. Central midfielder in Everton.
But if you check the last couple of games he's been playing for Everton,
and then he's playing in the right back. He's playing in the right back position for Everton over the past couple of games.
Most times it dances forward. He's not this mainstay midfielder for them. So I feel like he should be playing as a number 10 for us. In the first half when we have 2 strikers and they are being starved of passes, it's happened a whole lot today. So I just feel like these 3 takes and then the midfield, just like I mentioned, there's nothing a certain Frank Oyeka is doing there when we have Alassane Yusuf who is just resting where he is now. People who are making great strides for their team. Yeah. Okay, he's pulling out Moses Simon and then he's bringing on Joe Aribo. You know, when you came, you asked that is Joe Aribo on the field? Yes. Why are you asking of Joe Aribo? This person is like is getting rust.
Yeah, in Southampton. Yes.
And you want him to come in and play.
Okay, as a matter of fact, he's even with the other 23 now, according to what I heard.
He's training with them.
I mean, he's training with the other 23.
Just so he can still be on the transfer market and all of that. But then just no, he's going to leave. He's going to be leaving, and even for Paulo Nacho, I feel like it's a wrong move for him. But then it might just be a right one career-wise, like leaving Belgium to come to England. But then I don't think he's got that right this time. So. Not to draw much on the Nigerian game, I seriously feel that we've not been able to find
that connection between the midfield and the
attacking. Even I will beg to differ because even when we had Geno Raw, we still had the same thing. And Igalo was scoring in the Saudi league or wherever league he was playing at that point in time. But it comes to
China. It was in China.
And it comes to the national team, and all his goals, none of Igalo's goals were assisted. In the Nations Cup,
from open play. We could not score a goal from open play.
He literally had to go and also his ball and score his ball in that minute.
But you were rest assured that this thing will not beat us.
A goal is going to come. There's no.
And you're sure this thing will not beat us. If it's for Ghana to down the pitch, not literally down the pitch, but you know this thing will not beat us. I mean, we were in a group with Zambia, Cameroon, and Algeria for the qualifying for the. It wasn't at the World Cup.
Yeah.
We were able to beat those guys
comfortably.
Guinea-Bissau for crying out loud. If they pack boys from Ilupeju, I mean, by the way, I stay in Ilupeju. If they pack boys from Ilupeju, train them for 1 month. Guinea-Bissau cannot beat us for crying out loud. How can Guinea-Bissau be having a shot on target against Super Eagles? We know there are no minnows in football. They will tell you that.
Of course,
yes. But no, I will not agree with Guinea-Bissau.
Even the goalkeeper, we saw the kind of heroics he pulled against Manchester United when he was playing for his club side, Cyprus.
Yeah.
He suddenly became some kind of Gianluigi Buffon that very night, and then see what he's doing for Super Eagles. So I just feel like a couple of things, just minute changes, rather. Let's just use it that way, and then it's minute to start from the top.
There's nothing minute in the changes that we need.
It needs to start from the top.
They need to arrest the top, right? They need to arrest the person that appointed Joseph Pasero.
As coach. We need to go back to Amadou Pinnick. But then thank God for Ibrahim Gusau now. I feel like our football, we might just be seeing the light at the end of the tunnel very soon.
All right, let's see if that will be possible. Light at the end of the tunnel. But before we leave Nigeria matter, I want to ask a question now, because obviously we've changed coaches. We've changed coaches, and we are still having more or less of the same problem. Is it a coach problem now, or are we having an issue of we saw on Saturday or on Sunday rather, when the NFF president keeps reading riot act to players that any player that's not committed will not play for the Super Eagles again. But I mean, is it a coach problem now or a player problem that is a problem in Nigeria right now? Let's settle
I think it's a coach problem. Players has not been an issue with us. For crying out loud, we have the most informed. It's just a way for the coach to be able to find out they can all play together. I think that is what we are getting on. If you cast a mind back to when Ivory Coast had their golden generation, they were finding it difficult to also play together as a team. But when they brought a coach that understood what they needed to do, I think it was Hervé Renard. That was the manager that took them to the Nations Cup. They won the Nations Cup that year, and we saw the input a manager can have on the team. So I think we need a manager. I mean, it's not rocket science that the Ghanaian manager was able to outthink Estienne Guavoin last year at the World Cup qualifier.
Okay.
So I think it's a manager that we need. We really need a manager.
But then I feel like it's from the from the top, just like I mentioned, the management, the NFF itself, because how you go about bringing in coaches for the national team and all of that. I think there need to be checks in all those things, and then the players. How do you motivate these boys to do well for them? Just like you mentioned, you went ahead and you read riot acts and all of that for them. Are you trying to put pressure on them, or you are trying to to gear them up for what's ahead of them? I saw when Moses Simon scored that goal, fine, it was a penalty, but then you need to see the way, okay boys, there's still much work for us to do and all of that, so there's no point jubilating in this one and all of that. So these boys, they know what they are carrying, the extent at which Nigerians can go. We can be friendly and then we can be ruthless.
So what happened last year against Ghana after we lost?
Exactly.
After we went to qualify against Ghana.
And then coming back to about players, I feel like Nigeria, we are the if not the highest export of players in the world, because we export these boys. Nigerian players are everywhere
in the world.
After Brazil.
Plying their trade everywhere. So we are not short of players. I just feel like it's the management that we are having issues with.
We're all talking about management. One person has shown interest in the Super Eagles job, talking about none other than Emmanuel Amunike. Yes, former Super Eagles player Emmanuel Amunike has expressed interest in the job of the Super Eagles, having handled the Golden Eagles and Flying Eagles in the past. Amunike has never worked as a Super Eagles coach except as an assistant coach on 2 occasions. While speaking with newsmen, he said he's ready to take up a challenge if he's given an opportunity. Is this something that we can look forward to? Amunike as coach of Super Eagles?
Amunike, the same is in the same category with Sunday Olise, alt-headed manager. So I don't think they're a manager that will always say yes, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, to every,
so
to every instruction.
every them, yes,
So,
exactly.
so they feel that this is the way we should do it. I mean, these guys have seen it. They've done
Yeah,
it.
in
They've
the
seen
system.
it.
yes.
Yeah,
They
let
know the
us see-
system.
Yeah, in the system.
They know what's obtainable. They know
course.
what they should do right. And believe me, nothing in Nigerian government they want to do right. Nothing. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. So I've seen firsthand, when Ameju Pinnick was there, I've seen the players. I've seen the way they behave. Like, I mean, like, yeah, we are playing for the country. It's a thing. Yeah,
Because
it's a thing of
most
joy.
of them are paying to play.
Are paying to play.
Yeah.
They are paying
exactly.
to play. So they feel like we can do whatever it is that we want to
We
do.
want
But
to
then,
do, yes.
thank God, the bad eggs are being,
I've been
they are being
taken out.
taken out of the this thing, and then we are having players who really want to do
Play
all of these
for the
things.
system.
At the time, you see these players. Some players will show interest in
In
wanting
playing,
to play
yeah.
for Nigeria, but then
But they don't get
because
called
they are-
up.
because they are not ready to just tip someone. They lose that opportunity.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, away from that news, let's go straight to what happened, of course, in the MPFL this weekend. Some really, really interesting results were recorded, of course. It was another impressive run for the Benin Insurance as they held Ayimba to a 1-0 draw in Aba to remain unbeaten in the league this time around. Also, it was another great time out. When, of course, Aqua United were able to beat the Shooting Stars 2-0. It ended. Remo Stars won against Sultan United. Daniel Ogumodede, interesting guy. After the postman said, well, they have a lot of more work to do, but at the same time, they are happy to get away with a 1-goal victory against Nassau United. Elsewhere, Tornadoes beat Dakada FC in Akwa Ibom. Wow, of course, it was a 1-0 draw with Wiki Tories and Sunshine Stars. Sunshine Stars coming in a clutch moment. 90 minutes to equalize that game. To save 1 point for them in that encounter. Rangers also beat Bayelsa United 2-1. Plateau beat Gombe United 2-0. While Kwara United beat El Kanemi Warriors, who are not really worrying anything right now in the MPFL, as the case may be. Else, let's move away from that quickly and go straight to some exciting European football that happened over the course of the weekend. Of course, yesterday on Sunday, it was another time for Ronaldo to add up to his tally of many goals. 2 goals he scored against Luxembourg as Portugal beat Luxembourg 6-0. I remember saying that another time for Ronaldo to keep adding up to the stats as a player. What do you make of this?
Kazakhstan, Liechtenstein,
Luxembourg, Malta,
He
Moldova.
scored against Ghana too anyways. He had a goal against Ghana.
against Ghana.
Yeah, he had a
At the
goal
World
against-
Cup.
Yeah.
He couldn't score a strong team, Morocco.
well, for Morocco, I feel like Morocco is a big team now.
All right.
Because they've almost defeated all of these top sides in football. They've played against Spain. They played last night against Brazil. They came out 2-1 winners. And then in the World Cup, you saw what they did. That it was not just fluke.
France, no, it's not. France used seniority to show them.
So them.
Just the way they showed Nigeria
France
in
showed that
2014.
France showed that we've learned. Okay, you guys beat Portugal, you beat Spain. We will
But
not allow
then-
that.
but
We
then-
will not allow it
we
to
don't
happen.
need
It's not gonna happen,
we don't
yeah.
need to credit Morocco
in
for
his
that
house.
But Ronaldo, I mean, he has seen it and done it. Not all, because he hasn't won the World Cup, so he hasn't done
Yeah.
it all. But it's up there. I mean, I think later in life, I think they'll have to study Ronaldo in the
In
university.
university, yeah, as a
I thi-
course.
I think they will have to.
If
they'll have to
they
study
aren't
the
doing
course.
that already, if they aren't doing that
and then I
already,
feel like he just need to keep on scoring just to keep Lionel Messi on his
on
toes.
his
as well.
toes, yeah.
Because he knows that if he
think-
stops doing this
you
thing,
think Messi wants to be on his toes? He has won the World Cup. He has
That's
to be.
the end.
no,
That's
don't see it from that. Don't see it from
I
that.
know now.
Because these guys, they are setting these records and they are breaking it for themselves.
Yeah.
So both sides now, they are pushing themselves to the extreme.
Right now.
The only difference now, just like you mentioned,
Yeah.
that one part has won the World Cup,
Cup.
that the other part is, is missing.
Honestly
But then
speaking-
there's the Euro for the other side
For
too.
the other side
and
too.
then there's this, CONCACAF.
Messi has done that in his own ground. He has won it on the world stage. Right now, like, I'm not being optimistic, but I don't think Ronaldo can win the World Cup again.
No.
I
It's gone.
I think it's gone. It's gone.
If you play him in a FIFA game, shall maybe Portugal.
Maybe
can
Portugal
win.
can win. Yeah.
I mean, Messi has seen it here. These guys, I mean, there's nothing we can say about them. It depends on the side you want to be.
You want to play, yeah.
I mean, the conversation will keep going on.
I
I
know
mean,
that,
but it's
yes.
a thing of joy that they both came, this era. I mean, and I'm glad I saw both of them.
Exactly. That's just the
glad.
main points, and then
I'm
you can always tell stories, because back then they would tell us the likes of Abedi Pele did this, did that, but then we've only been able to see replays on different occasions.
Yeah.
You understand, and then of blessed memory now. So at the point in time, Cristiano and Lionel, their time is fading off already. Because we have these young guys coming up now
who are
ready to break their records from within a snap.
Yeah.
Kylian is there, Erling is there, and a couple of other guys are coming.
Osimhen is there as well.
Yeah, Victor as well. Yes, he's the top scorer in this qualifiers, but then we failed to give him a goal in 2 games.
Anthony is there.
Anthony Dos Santos, yes.
No, the one that plays for
Manchester United. I know Anthony Dos Santos, the skillful guy, the flip.
Yes.
I thought you forgot. So
I know right.
Let's put him there. Elsewhere, of course, just over the weekend, of course, we had England beat Ukraine 2-0. Malta, a goal from Saka in that game. Interesting one, I must say, as of course England were able to dispose of Ukraine quickly in the Group C. Malta also lost to Italy 2-0. Kazakhstan beat Denmark 3-2. Slovenia beat San Marino 2-0. And of course, Northern Ireland were losing a loss to Finland 1-0 in that encounter. Of course, the games continue today as well in the fixtures for the European Championship. Of course, currently playing Ireland and France are playing a goalless draw, 10 minutes on the clock, while of course Poland are still goalless against Albania, while Austria are playing a goalless draw against Estonia. Hungary are playing a 1-0 win over Bulgaria at the moment, 12 minutes after the clock. After the match has begun, of course, it's 1-0 for Hungary against Bulgaria. Sweden are playing a goalless draw against Azerbaijan, and of course, it's going to continue that way. Let's take a detour away from sport, from the world of football now.
But then, let me just chip this in. That I feel like Saka is doing more than his age right now, and then I'll be sad if he's not awarded the player of the season.
Player of the season. All right, let's see how things pan out. I mean, I need even ask something to say about that.
I'm not a national fan, but I feel like he deserves that.
Yeah, he has been a hard worker of a player.
When you talk about the last stage of grief, acceptance is the last one.
Wow.
So everybody is now accepting that. Everybody have a choice now. You guys have got to the last stage. So
no, you should just give it to Saka already.
He
played magnificent football last night.
So what you are saying that give it to Saka, but don't give it to Arsenal. That you are saying.
Give it to Saka already.
All right, Saka. Give Saka already. All right.
Arsenal the league, you call.
I was chatting with an Arsenal, and it feels like, well, if it happens, I said with 10 games to go, I said if it happens, because their main goal for this season is just to make the top 4 and go to Champions League. But then, as God will have it, they are topping the league at the present time. Yeah, so with 10 games to go,
it's win-win.
Anything can still happen, because they still have. You guys still have Manchester City. You still have Chelsea.
Man City still have Arsenal.
Yeah.
And now,
definitely.
I mean, the way you're making it look like
it's a tough for contention at this point in time.
Man City also they still have to play Arsenal.
You saw what Rodri was trying to do last night.
He was trying to break my boy's leg. He saw that legally they can't beat us.
They can't beat us.
So he wants to do it the legal way.
The illegal way. He wants to Sergio Ramos.
We'll be on this platform.
Sergio Ramos is Salah.
We'll be on this platform together.
All right, let's
all the excuses people.
I give it.
Don't worry. After they go to the World Cup, the momentum will drop.
Drop. All right.
January, February. Thank God he's injured. He didn't drop. When we lost against Everton, we dropped it against Brentford. City beat us. This is it.
They are still on top.
8 points ahead of City. Those City have a game. Now that is how you people will say. Let's see the end of the season. I'm aiming for the Champions League next season.
All right, let's see how that pans out for you guys. For the meantime, happy birthday to Mikel Arteta. Yesterday was his birthday as coach of Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, away from
the
that
best
one.
Manager in the world.
All right. Arsenal fans, please relax. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let's take a look at what happened in the world of tennis. Of course, Carlos Alcaraz beat Dusan Vlahovic to reach the last 16 of the Miami Open. World number 1, Carlos Alcaraz crushed cruise road into the last 16 of the Miami Open with a victory over Dusan Vlahovic. Spaniard, defending champion at 1-6-0, 7-6, 7-5 to set up the meeting with American Tommy Paul in the round of 16 in the Miami Open. Young man is going straight forward, and of course it was a Sunday of upsets. There was straightforward wins for Mensid and the Rublev, Ogarunian, of course, Taylor Fritz, Russian 6th seed Rublev beat Serbia's Mimio Kembanovic 6-1, 6-2. While Rune, the 7th seed from Denmark, won 6-4, 6-2 against Diego Schwartzman of Argentina. Rune will play Fritz next round, and the American who beat Canadian Denis Shapovalov 6-4, 6-4 in, of course, the Miami Open. Medvedev also progressed without playing after his opponent Alex Morkan withdrew from the tournament due to injury reasons. But of course, it was a great one. Winner Sabalenka also beat Czech opponent Marie Bukuza 6-1, 6-2 to advance into the next round of the Miami Open. Let's go with this one. Alcaraz having a clue of a lifetime. Nobody to question him right now. It looks like it is all but the winning for him in the Miami Open. What are you thinking on this? Let me start with DG.
He's doing pretty good. Let's just use it that way. 8 consecutive win. I feel like he's one of these players is unplayable right now. Yes, he's unplayable right now. And then I think he's played about 16 games this year alone. And then I think he's lost just 1. So it feels like it is time to go. And then the player he played, Luka Jovic. I think this is the 3rd time they are playing, and then he's defeated him 3 times in a row as well. So you can just give it to Carlos Alcaraz already. And then I think Tsitsipas is playing tonight as well. So the round of 16 will just be, it will be mouth watching for us, because all of the top 10 ATP guys, all of them are into the round 16 already, so it's a clash of titans.
All right, the clash of titans. Before we go, of course, let's take a look.
The owner of the house is not around.
That's not around. Yeah, Djokovic.
It's just running around.
Well, if he's around, nothing would have changed.
Because
all these guys, they are currently on form already, so you can't take it away from them.
If he's there as well. If I slap her left, right, and front, it will say he did there. You know Djokovic now. Now you where they talk say he gets stronger. Okay, that one will be.
They both played the Australian Open finals, and we saw the extent actually they took that game too.
Who won the Australian Open?
I don't feel like, well.
Did Alcaraz get to the final?
Speak to your chest.
Yeah.
Did Alcaraz play the final?
Yeah, they played the finals together.
No, he didn't.
Alcaraz didn't get to the finals.
He didn't get to finals. I think
it was the US Open he won.
Last year.
And the US Open he won was because the master was not allowed to play.
Yeah, it's US Open.
Well,
it was denied visa.
That's on him. Because he doesn't want to get vaccinated. He said it's political and all of those things. That's on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave our sports before we leave on sports of this evening, let's take a look at what will happen, of course, on April 1st. The match between Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. As of course, Joshua looks to win his first fight since 2020 after falling back-to-back defeats in the hands of Alexander Usyk in his past 2 fights. I mean, we're talking a lot about this fight. I mean, when is it going to happen? When will it happen? When will it come forth? April 1st, we're just counting down. Saturday this week is when it's going to happen. And what are your thoughts on this game? Let me start off with the young man in my front, talking about Nii. The fight's going to happen. What are your thoughts on that one? Jermaine Franklin, Joshua, JJ.
I hope Joshua will not do us April Fool.
And I'll shock again.
April Fool when
he
fights against Franklin. But I think at the end would have spoken to Joshua and tell him that we need this fight.
Didn't he speak to him against Usyk?
We need this fight as a
Andy
team.
Ruiz.
Because at the end he's cooking something up right now.
Yes.
That he's looking for how they can have
the Fury fight.
A four-man fight.
Yeah.
Fury, Usyk, Wilder, and Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
So and to further strengthen the negotiation power,
he has to win this one.
Joshua has to win this one. So that will get to the mind of the people that it's still relevant in boxing. Yeah, Joshua is still relevant in boxing, but right now he's not really up there. And so it will help at the end. It will help Anthony Joshua himself if he beats Franklin. Maybe, just maybe, the proposal that Adrian wants to submit to WBC, IBO, IBF, and WBO. Just maybe, it will, because he wants to see that fight. So it will be like a semi-final between maybe Usyk and Fury and Joshua and Wilder. Then we now have a final. I know it's for the money, I mean Joshua needs to win against Franklin.
Yeah, definitely.
For that to even
before I talk about the boxing, yes. Djokovic played against Tsitsipas in the final of the Australian Open.
Yes.
And then talking about Anthony Joshua, we can't talk about it enough because he's one of us. But then he just needs to come out and show us this time around.
All the Nigerian,
he's putting his manager and his promoter, like, he's making them do the extra work now.
Obviously, they get paid for it, so they have to do the job. They have to do the work.
He's making them go around. All of these things should be something they will just get on a platter.
A platter of gold.
Like, okay, come, let's fight. But then I don't see Fury and Anthony Joshua fighting anytime soon, because the Gypsy King, I feel like all he just wants to do now is just come to the social media and let people just know I'm still relevant. But then he's not going into the boxing ring. I'm not seeing him in the boxing ring anytime soon.
All right, that's what we'll have to join the curtains on the show this evening on Impact 1 and see what's going on, friends. Sport. I want to say big thank you to everyone that come on the show. I want to say big thank you to Adini. I've come on the show, and of course DJ Foreman on the show as well.
Thank you for
hopefully on Wednesday we'll see you guys in the studio. and we'll talk about what happened, of course, in the course of today and tomorrow.
The sporting world is always exciting.
Exciting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to come your way next time on Sport Hub. Remember, Sport Hub comes on Wednesday at 7:30. My name is AD to the Radio OG. I say adios. See you next time.
You asked for great radio. We brought you